How is everyone doing? Super excited and fired up. Be here talking with each and every last one of you all. So y'all know how I like to start this out. Do one of three things for me right now. I need you to like, share, and comment because you never know who might needs to hear this. And the whole purpose of me coming to you each and every week is to become the river and not the reservoir. So let's provide you all with value so you can go out there and provide value to others. I don't think that I even touched on this video, but I know it's something that a lot of us need to get out of. And I think I'm going to make this like a two-part series because I got a lot to say on it, but I hope this video don't be long and we can continue it up next week. But if you got your pen and pad, I highly suggest that you use it because there's going to be a lot of things being dropped that I know would potentially be useful to you all. So this week we're going to be talking about the comfort zone. I know a lot of people love to get their pillow and their cover and just start to feel comfortable exactly where they are. But I want everyone looking at this right now to make this promise before I even go into the video. Pause it if you have to. Say, I am going to challenge my comfort zone today and here on out. Because I really want you to understand that one thing. Breaking out of your comfort zone starts with the first step. People, it starts with the first step. Don't worry about everything else in between. Because you got to understand, you need to be taking baby steps. Baby steps is a great way for you to kind of put down all that noise that's going on in your head with all those feelings of anxiety, fear, doubt, or whatever it is. Because you must understand that the only way for you to eat an elephant, I ain't advising everybody to go out there and eat an elephant, but the only way for you to eat an elephant is one bite at a time. You can't do everything in one day. And I think that's where get a lot of people stuck is they think they have to do major things, all the major things just in one day. But you only need one small step. It's not that big, people. You just need one thing. If you have an idea in your head, just take that first step and act on it. Because once you have a plan in place, then you can start to move into some action. And hopefully these tips kind of help you with that. I think I'm going to give you all about 10 of them. Is that cool? I think I'm going to give you 10 of them. I'm going to give you 5 this time, then I'm going to give you 5 the other time. Because I don't want it to be a long video. Because I already know how everybody's attention span is. But I guarantee you we're going to get you out of your comfort zone in these next 2 weeks. But the first thing I want you to do is just get informed. Get as much information as you need to, but don't get analysis paralysis. So what analysis paralysis is, you taking in so much information to the point that it just had you stuck and you just fearful of taking the first step. Because everything requires a step, but it all depends on you. Like God will open the door for you, but you have to take this step. And I want everyone to become aware of what's outside your comfort zone. I think I heard Will Smith say your real life is outside your comfort zone. Or everything that you possibly want is on the outside of your comfort zone. The more you know about something, the less scary or more powerful that you feel. That's just like me with public speaking. If I know about this subject thoroughly, when I speak, I'm already speaking it. It's not like I'm falling back on fear or doubt because I already know the message. Now, the message might not come out the same, but I guarantee you I can get it out because I'm comfortable with me knowing this subject because I have all the information on it. So get informed, people. I'm telling you, the more information you know, the easier it would be. But don't let that information cloud you in your decision to make the first step. Make that first step. There is nothing scary about it. The thing that should be scaring you the most is staying exactly where you are right now. Life is all about progress. You got to progress to the next point in life. It's kind of like levels. It's levels to this. Now, I really want everyone to think about this one. Think of your goals. Not only think about them, but also write them out. Write down a step-by-step blueprint to the goals that you want, not the how-to, but just verify and clarify the things that you want, just so you can get out of your comfort zone. Because I figure out, like, we've been in school for so many years, so a lot of things that we actually fall accustomed to is written down. So you have to be able to write down your goals Once you write them down, now you already know in your heart that you're going to stick to them. And then once you create a plan to get to each level, in this plan, create benchmarks, mini goals. It don't have to be big goals. I advise everybody to think big, but it don't have to be big goals, because all the mini goals that you get done is just a step closer to you pushing past your comfort zone. So write down your goals, make the vision clear, and run after it. Run after it. Once you run after it, it's going to take some time to get there, even though it might tarry, but it's going to take some time. But also stay in mode of thinking about your goals. Whatever on your mind, the longest, whatever you focus on grows. So if you focus on your goals, I guarantee you they'll grow. But the next one, keep a positive mindset, people. There will be times when you experience a negative outcome. Don't get so attached to that outcome. Trust me, if you're going through any process, it's a natural part of the process. You must remind yourself that this is going to happen. Negative things is going to happen. If there's a positive, there must be a negative. I have never seen a one-sided piece of bread or a one-sided piece of paper. There is always a positive to a negative and a negative to a positive. So just already be expecting that. In fact, you will be giving feedback on how you can better whatever it is that you're doing. So if you go through any little tough spot in life, that's just your moment of your learning moment. I ain't even going to call it a loss, where you can find yourself getting better at the things that you want, but you have to get out your comfort zone. And any way that you can get out your comfort zone is always going to be a learning experience. So don't never take it as a loss, just take it as a learning experience, because the more that you learn and the more that you gain, you get closer and closer to getting out your comfort zone. And I want everybody to understand this. Coach yourself. Ask yourself. You got to ask yourself some type of question. So ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? What's the best case scenario of what could happen? Now, both of these questions hold a lot of substance, because it'll help you address any fear or discomfort. So whenever I'm doing something, I ask myself these two questions, and which one sound better and which one sound more likely to overcome. So anything that you feel like the worst case scenario, you can overcome that. You done overcame it before. And anything that seemed like the best case, it sounds way better than what could possibly go wrong. You got to get your mindset in staying on what could go right rather than what could go wrong. And I kind of think that's that's embedded in us, because we have a mindset to always think about the bad things that can happen rather than the good things that can happen. And I kind of think it's like a paradigm with majority of us that we got to snatch ourselves out of. And it's not our fault. It's just majority of our upbringings, because we've been in a trend so long of thinking about the negative things, because when you was coming up, they always used to tell you about the negative things. If you do this, this will happen. If you do this, this will happen. They will never tell you about the good things that can happen. And over time, it can damage your thought process as an adult. So if you have kids, tell them about all the good things that can happen behind the things they can do rather than all the bad things. Don't raise them like you've been raised up. You got to actually start breaking this curse and then start turning it into a gift. I don't want to ramble around with that one. But the last one, I really want everybody to pay attention to, then I'm going to end it. I'm going to end it so y'all can let this digest upon you, and then so you can start making these 5 steps a major priority in your life this week. But revisit your accomplishments. Revisit them. And when I say revisit them, because your accomplishments are the things that gave you the courage and the confidence to push forward. By revisiting some of your greatest successes, I'm not saying stay there, because it's just supposed to be a minor celebration. Then you're supposed to see what is next. But by you revisiting them, we remember what got us through that. And then if you're going through the same thing with this new thing that you're getting ready to try out, now by you revisiting it, bring back that old feeling of how you can get around whatever it is that's blocking you right now. Because I'm telling you, your comfort zone is not supposed to be a roadblock. Your life's supposed to always be in drive. It's not supposed to be in reverse. is not supposed to be in neutral, because if you're in neutral, you're not moving anywhere. You're just rolling wherever the wind takes you. You should always be the driver and the pilot of your own life. Do not let your comfort zone keep you where you don't want to be at. Because I'm telling you, discomfort causes frustration, aggravation, and then resentment. But you have to get yourself out of whatever you are right now. But you only have to take that first step. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this. Just take the first step, people. It is not that difficult. The most difficult part that you have with taking the first step is being in your head. And like Tony Robbins said, if you in your head, you are dead. Do not find yourself in your head, because majority of the things that's holding us back is we are in our own way. Once you step out of your own way, you start to step more into your purpose, and you start to step more into the things that you know that you are fully capable of. Because everybody has the ability to do great things, but your capability depends on you and your thought process on what you can do. But do me a favor, follow me on IG at _whoisdt. Got a lot of value there. So if you need something extra, definitely head over to there. And yes, I do follow back, and I do message people back. And follow my YouTube. If you are not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you doing? Subscribe now, so you never miss any type of value. You'll be looking out for part 2 next week. I got part 2 for you guys, so be looking out for it next week. And if you have not heard the podcast with me and my brothers, The Mind Report, definitely go and check that out. We are streaming everywhere that you can possibly find us. And make sure you share it with somebody, so that somebody can share it with somebody, and then it can get out to everybody. Because we are hitting y'all with positivity every single week, to the point they can help you get out of different kind of mindset situations. Because we have 3 different perspectives with one mindset, and we chop it up every week. We drop every Wednesday. So be on the lookout for that, and leave a rate and review so it can get out to more people who don't know about it. But I think I rambled on enough. I'm going to end this video. Be looking out for part 2. And this week, we're going to be taking the first stages to getting out of your comfort zone. Because I know you can do it. You know you can do it. So let's do it together. All right?